Hello, everybody. This is Don Koss, your host for Big Time Wrestling. Today, the 4th of July continues. At least the fireworks do. We've got a ton of matches for you. Everyone loaded with excitement, and explosive excitement at that. We'll be back with all the news, all the interviews, and all the action right after this. Yes, indeed. Here we are in the arena. Glad to have you along, and welcome to Big Time Wrestling. As we said, we do have a lot of action for you. And we've got a lot of news for you, too. A good crowd here today in the arena, and we're certainly glad to have you along. If you're watching us on KTZZ Channel 22 in Seattle, welcome, and thank you for joining us. And if you're over in Spokane watching us on Cox Cable, why, we're glad to have you folks along, too. You might drop Cox Cable a line over in Spokane. Tell them you enjoy watching Big Time Wrestling every Tuesday and Thursday. And you might address those letters to a Mr. Monday. I don't know if he spells that M-U-N-D-Y or M-O-N-D-A-Y or just Mr. Monday. That'll do it, because he's the man who's responsible for bringing Big Time Wrestling on Cox Cable to you folks over in the Spokane area. Don Owen getting into the ring to make the announcement of our first match today on Big Time Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 246 pounds from Louisiana, Mean Mike Miller. His opponent in this corner, 232 pounds from Kentucky, Joey Jackson.
Joey Jackson making his second appearance here in the Northwest. From Kentucky. Very impressive young man. Fine wrestler. And the luck of the draw would have it that he's got Mike Miller to contend with. And we don't know whether that's going to be good luck or bad luck of the draw. Anytime you tangle with a member of the clan, anything can happen, and it usually does. Mike Miller just finished a match. He teamed up with the rest of the clan, Buta Dean and Rip Oliver, against the team of Brady Boone, Coco Samoa, and Scott Doring. And in that match, Brady, Coco, and Scott were declared winners by disqualification. But that disqualification came about when Rip Oliver, in front of the camera, in front of everyone here in the arena, took out what looked like a bag of salt from his tights, or he got it from someplace, broke it open, and threw it into the face of Coco Samoa. When Coco left here, he was in a tremendous amount of agony. He was just twitching and writhing, and jumping around. They're trying to keep him under control as they got him back to the dressing room. We have not received a report on the condition of Coco Samoa. If we do, we'll certainly let you know. That can be so dangerous. Salt in the eyes, salt in the face like that, boy, so dangerous. Mike Miller, very dangerous, as Joey Jackson is finding out right now. A reversal whip into the ropes goes Miller, and a back body drop by Joey Jackson. Now he's going for the pin. One. And that's what it took, all it took for Mike Miller to kick out. And we're glad to have Larry Need out there in the bus. Some of us are, anyway. Provided the bus doesn't leave, we'll be doing just fine. Arm drag by Joey Jackson on Mike Miller. Kneeling armbar, locked into a figure four. NWA referee Sandy Barr, third man in the squared circle, watching all the action from his feet, from his knees, from his belly. Boy, he gets in any position he can to keep an eye on the action. Into the ropes goes Joey Jackson. And that'll force a break. Don't count it on being a clean break, not from Mike Miller. Drives his shoulders into the midsection of Joey Jackson. And a forearm smash. Right now, I have a feeling that Joey is paying some dues right now. The hands of the Clan. Good crowd here today. Getting behind Joey Jackson. They'll get behind anybody who's fighting the Klan. You folks over in Pendleton, Oregon, well, we're coming your way a couple of times here. First, we're going to be, we're going to be in Pendleton on August the 3rd. And then we'll be there later on in the month, too. But first of all, August the 3rd, 8 p.m., the Pendleton Armory. Klan's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. And I understand that Don and Barry Owen have quite a wild card planned for you over there in Pendleton. I'm sure we'll hear more about that before the day is out. Mike Miller no, he won't grab the hair in front of Sandy Barr, but he will drive the knee into the back of Joey Jackson. Jackson goes down. Whoa. Well, that always feels so good. In the ropes goes Miller. Oh, he took an elbow from Joey Jackson. Miller did. And Joey Jackson getting a few shots in there. Drops the elbow across Miller's chest. And now the crowd responding. Yeah, do it again. Well, he tried to do it again. This time the elbow landed on the mat. And Mike Miller's boot landed in Joey Jackson's face. And now on his back. Mike Miller just rakes across the face of Jackson. Jackson in tremendous pain. Mike Miller staying right on him. Miller had a forearm shot blocked, and Jackson comes back with a right hand, another right hand, and it's a forearm smash across the chest. Into the ropes goes Miller. Oh, and Miller just brought up his knee into the solar plexus of Joey Jackson. Jackson is down, rolling around again in a tremendous amount of pain, and that's adding to the pain right there. A hard forehead smash into the turnbuckle. There's nothing soft about those turnbuckles. Huh? Mike Miller, forearm smash across the back of the neck. Mike Miller with a variation of the camel clutch on Joey Jackson. I think that's a one-hump camel clutch. If he had it locked in good, it'd be a two-hump. Jackson elbowing his way out of trouble there. Another elbow. That doubled Miller up. Here comes a whip into the ropes. Goes Miller, and Miller just grabbed onto the ropes. Joey Jackson was in position for a back body drop, and Mike Miller just hung on to the ropes. And Joey Jackson didn't take that too kindly. Forearm smash across the chest. Reversal whip into the turnbuckle. Oh, my word, he hit that thing like a bullet. Elbow drop across the back of the neck. Side headlock by Mike Miller on Jackson. This is our first match today on Big Time Wrestling. We have got a lot of action yet to come. For those of you who might be wondering what happened last week, we have a lot of matches that go on before the television goes on, and I'll bring you up to date on a suplex by Mike Miller. On Jackson. 1, 2, and Jackson kicks out. Last week, Nick Kaniski defeated Tarzan White. Brady Boone defeated Chris Colt. Coco Samoa beat Rip Oliver in quite a match out there. And then we had Stony Burke and Joey Jackson battling to a draw. Albuda Dean defeated Tama Samoa last week. And Scott Doring defeated Mike Miller. All that happened last week. Before and during Big Time Wrestling. Oh, my goodness. I guess it pays to be the bus driver. Larry Neat, our director and resident bus driver, is going to be gone for a couple of weeks up in British Columbia. Doing a little you say rainbow what? Trout? A little rainbow trout hunting, huh? Well, up there in British Columbia is a good place to do that. Well, at least take some kind of a phone with you, Larry. Take a cellular, one of these cellular jobs, so we can contact you if we need you down there. You might. I mean, you might want to call us if you catch one of those trout. Now Miller and referee Sandy Barr having a few words. And now Jackson turning the words into action on Miller. There goes Miller into the turnbuckle and just caught a Jackson elbow coming off that turnbuckle. Joey Jackson taking that left arm of Mike Miller, locking it into an arm bar. Now he's going to bring the knees down on that left arm of Mike Miller. Miller trying to get to his feet as Jackson has got a vice grip on that left arm of his. Now Jackson against the ropes. And now Jackson with a whip into the ropes, and Miller again hung on to the ropes and brought his boot right up into the jaw of Joey Jackson, and Jackson is hurt once again. Miller going to go for the neck breaker. That's it. The Mike Miller neck breaker, and this baby is history. 1, 2, 3. Mike Miller, the winner, with his patented neck breaker, winner over Joey Jackson. We'll be back with a special interview and more action after this timeout.